Welcome, retail traders. Today we're going to talk about 3 different stocks that will be good in case we do have a pullback or some kind of recession. They're always good to watch. And plus, this is me back in 1980 with a band called the Shiners that was the leading founder was a member of CHWY, and that singer sung around with the drive-by truckers, if you ever heard of them. But I was a washboard player and played with a few bands, and then kind of retired from that and started trading stocks. So let's get into the stocks themselves. I got 3 of them that are on watch. They're going to be CHWY, TWLO, and Apple. And CHWY, I really like CHWY. It's been in a Darvis box, and I'm going to chart that out here in a second for the past 6 months. We love our pets. People are going to spend money on their pets. COVID has really shot this stock up and kept it well up, and I think it's going to gain respect from here on out. And then we got TWLO. These are the 3 reasons why I like these stocks, and we'll pull that up right now. CHWY sales are surging as more people buy pet products from supplies online. So yeah, it's a lot more convenient just to order it online and have it come to your door. And then TWLO, rapid growth is here to stay thanks to the growing adoption to cloud-based contract centers. So that's another one, TWLO. And then we got Apple. I think it's undervalued, and Apple is set for the multi-year growth of sales and earnings in the 5G smartphone era. So those are the 3 leading reasons why I like them stocks. And we're going to go ahead and chart up CHWY. Bing's already brought up the chart, the first one. What I'm seeing is a Darvis box, and I'm going to draw that in for you right now. And we're going to try to find a pivot point and 2 resistance and a support in that box. And it's going to start right here, and it's going to complete itself down to right about in here. So that's going to be your lowest support. We'll bring it up just a little bit, right about in there. So that's your Darvis box. Then inside that Darvis box, we're going to draw 2. We're going to draw a support line, a pivot point, and a resistance. So I'm going to take that resistance right now. We're going to draw that line in here, and that should stop right about right there. And I'm going to make this red. Cut it off. The support level on this one here, and then we're going to go ahead and do one more thing here. I'm going to draw a support line. And then inside this box is going to be a pivot point. So we'll draw that pivot point right in here. Look for some confirmation of some sort of candlestick patterns. I'm liking it right in here. So that's kind of like your pivot point spot. $82.10, somewhere in that vicinity. So let's bring this down to the 20-day. And we got a support level right down in here. We'll go ahead and draw that in. And we'll draw a resistance line up here in the pivot point channel. How it kind of lines up. See how it lines, beautiful how that lines up. And we had an ascending triangle right here. We'll turn this color into blue. That don't show up very well, so we'll make it a little darker here. I have to keep with the red. Let's do that. And we're going to find us a little support down here somewhere, right there. That's your other support level. So we'll put that right there. Now this is going to be the box in the box. So that's going to be like your centerfold part right in here. I'm going to draw this in again. We've got a little gray box down here, so I'm going to kind of keep that to the side there, and then I can see that. There we go. So that's going to be your center channel right in here for support if that does pull back, but we are setting up in a real nice ascending triangle right here. And I'm going to draw this trend line. This is going to be like a hard resistance, so let's make this a support. Let's make this a little bit bigger. I really need this a different color. We'll make it green. Yeah, there you go. That works. Then you got this ascending triangle right here. It kind of just shoots on up. And you got another one right here. So this is real solid breakout right now. If we get past this resistance line, which we did, this Darvas box 87.59, we'll go ahead and break on up to 92. If not, she'll pull back to 83.60 for your first support. Actually, it could pull back right in here. We'll go ahead and draw that line in here too. Yeah, I think more consistent right in here. First, second, and third. So your second one's going to be right in here. $84.41 and 85. I like that better. Okay, your three supports to hold: 83.60, 84.54, and 85.54, with a resistance to break of 87.59. And we do need to break out of this Darvas box, and this is on CHWY. And right now, I think we're about ready to do it. We're poised to do it. We do have a trend line that looks very important right here for a resistance level. So let's look at this here too. This looks very encouraging right here. Run that to right about there and see how far right that goes to. Yeah, so that leads you right into that Darvas box. See how it's coming up here to the right. So that's down there at your third support area. So that could hold pretty much if it does decide. Right now we do have a little descending pattern, so it can pull back to either one of these supports and then start to break out and create a good hard resistance. And the next one we're going to look at is going to be TWLO. And I'm going to run a little video on it, show you what they're all about.
Let's talk about how you talk to your customers. Whether you're notifying them when orders ship, providing support over the phone, or confirming their reservations by text. In our hyper-connected world, your customers want you to connect with them on the communication channels they use every day. They expect you to do it in your app, your website, and across devices, using text messages and video, through Facebook Messenger and in chat windows, with bots or live agents. 2 billion people use WhatsApp. Are you engaging your customers there? To reach your customers, you need to be on these channels securely and around the globe. But how do you make that happen on your own? Facing a complex maze of thousands of carriers, global regulations, networking gear, old protocols, expensive hardware, and proprietary software is overwhelming. But the solution is simple: Twilio. Twilio is the cloud communications platform that more than 50,000 companies and over 2 million developers use as their platform for customer engagement. Using communication APIs, you can send a text, place a call, or kick off a chat from your app or website with just a few lines of code. Easily leverage every channel and type of communication that matters. And as new channels emerge, we'll make sure you can reach your customers there too. You pay only for what you use, so you can try out new ideas for just a few pennies. You get the reliability and global reach your customers demand, and you can win the battle for customer satisfaction and loyalty. With Twilio, you can focus on reaching your customers like never before on the channels they use every day. We'll handle the rest. Visit Twilio.com to chat live with an expert. We can't wait to see what you build.
There's Julio, and we're going to go ahead and look at the chart right now. I think this one's also setting up in a flag pattern. We're going to pull up the yearly. We bounced off this 200 pretty well, and what we got going on here is called a golden cross. Actually, it held support pretty much and had a squeeze right down here when we had that pullback on Monday, and then she's getting ready to break out of that ascending triangle. Now check this out. This is telling me that this stock's very bullish and that we could get us a nice little breakout from resistance levels. And we'll put that right there. That's your ascending triangle. The next resistance is going to be buried on up here, right around this 417.49 that needs to break. If that breaks, we'll take it up here to the next resistance level of right around 433.94. So that's a pretty big spike, but that could be up here and we could hit that top pretty much. If the market does pull back a little bit, this is one that you can pretty much count on. So support level, now support level is going to be right in here at 385.64. If it does pull back to that area, that might be a real good spot to take the trade. Your first one's going to be right up here, right around just under $400 or at 400. If it pulls back to 400, you could get a retracement back up and gain support and some respect. I'm really liking this one right now. We're setting up into another ascending triangle here, and it looks to me like we can double top and hit these new highs. This is TWLO. Apple, it's the next one. We all know about Apple. It's getting into the 5G. It's set. We also have a nice little ascending triangle on this one too, and I think it's ready for a breakout. She's set up on this pullback. Now we did have a pretty harsh pullback, so this could be just a pattern to get back to gain respect at resistance at that 150. So if she breaks 150, we're definitely going to go higher. Now I called the pullback on this one on Monday. Last week's lesson was all about catching knives, and Monday was the best day to ever even think about showing this lesson. And I did it all week long. I showed ways of different entries and exits. I showed you how we expressed ways of pullbacks, how to look for a pullback, how to look for death wishes, how to look for golden crosses, how to look for the moving averages. We just had a bunch of interesting ways of trying to learn how to catch knives. It was a great week, a great series, and a lot of people really got a lot out of that. So Apple, we want it to break 150. Support level to hold at 146.22. That's right there on the 200. I think that can gain respect, hold respect, and no lower. If it really does like to really show respect, to hold that 50 SMA. We bounced off of it, and I think we can respect it. So let's see if we can break 150 come Monday. It all depends on the market conditions. Market conditions. So the three ones that we're going to be looking at, these are going to be CHWY. Sales are surging. More people buy products online. TWLO, cloud-based contact centers. And then we got Apple on the 5G. So everybody have a great day. Have a great week. Be patient. Take your time. Let the trades come to you. And retail traders, I have the utmost respect for. Have a great day.